Good afternoon, Duster TV. We are live again. Hollydale Ice Arena, Sewell, New Jersey. Day 2 of the Dunlop's Cup. Actually, it's day 3, but it's day 2 for your Red Bank Lumberjacks. Only game today is going to be your Red Bank Lumberjacks and their away black versus the Philadelphia Hockey Club in their home white. This is their home rink. Pretty much their entire AYHL squad. Very good team. This will be a test for sure. Some really good talent on that other side for sure. Good to see across the way as the assistant coach today, Coach Jack Callahan. Just finished up his game as the 2013 head coach. So he decided to join the boys here today. Good to see Jack Weisgerber on the ice. Left yesterday. Had what they had. I don't know what the official medical diagnosis is. It's a reverse nosebleed, which led to him coughing up some blood. He did go to the hospital, had it checked out. All good, cleared to play. He's out there sporting his blue and green outfit for New York Hockey Club. No Colin Johnson. He was with us yesterday. He's at a lacrosse tournament, so we did gain back Tucker Fairchild, so I don't think we have any shortage of forwards. You're getting a look at your starter. Number 30, Tyler Lloyd. He's going to be the man between the red pipes and the blue paint. Be going up against Ryan Carey, strong goaltender from Philadelphia Hockey Club. Two of them right there. Red Bank comes in 1-1, +3. They were in third place. They're now down to fifth. For this tournament, you need to be in the top 4. So, obviously, the key is to win, right? The key is to win every game in a tournament. But if you don't, you need to keep it respectable in the sense that your plus-minus is not terrible. I think PHC right now... PHC, what's their record? Undefeated, right? Okay. My color commentary... Darren Resnick is not sure. He did not check the game notes. So not sure what PHC's record is. I believe they were sitting in first place as of yesterday. Still no Aiden Hoden. He's on the bench. No Baxton Ling. He's still on the bench taking photos. We will await Coach Van Riemsdyk and his starting lineup. Lucas Sion, 5 goals in the tournament so far. Hopefully he will continue his torrid pace today. Get mostly Generals AAA, AA. Gabe Nurim in a red helmet, donning the Red Bank jersey. He plays for the New Jersey Titans. And then the white helmet will be Jack Weisgerber, plays for the New York Hockey Club. If the feed is not good, again, I am hooked to the Wi-Fi, so again, I'm at the mercy of the building. We are at a live barn facility on the CDM rink, so if this is not good, you can switch over to live barn if you have a subscription. Click on CDM. We got Jack Weisgerber, Declan Ernst, Luca Vanieri, Easton Shaheen, and John Ciesla to start things up for Coach Van Riemsdyk. Puck sent in. Puck behind Lloyd, and he's going to gobble it for a second, and then he decides to play it. I think he thought there was going to be an icing call there, which never came because it wasn't an icing. Vanieri not able to clear, turned over, puck stays in the zone. PHC decides to bring it out. That shot in on Lloyd. He's going to make that save by Gavin Lombardi, former New Jersey Titan. We got Libby here. Dog friendly. We'll put Libby on. Libby. Sion, Scorzo, and Myers now out. Brenner and Nurem. So a quick line change for Coach Van Riemsdyk. Off the save by Lloyd. Lloyd steers that one to the side, leaves that rebound sitting right there. Here comes 3-on-1 the other way. You got Myers in. Not able to get anything across there. That would have been a very good opportunity. Puck comes out of the zone. Nurem sends it in. Offsides, now back on again at midget level. We play real hockey here. Delayed offsides. Nice job by Brenner. Brenner's shot is blocked by PHC as they now look to clear the zone, and they do. Sent in deep. Myers gets a stick on it. PHC does go for a change. Myers does a little bit of a stick fake there, actually. Finds Nurem. Nurem spins, turns, looks up, headmans to Myers. Myers sends it in, not very deep and cleared, finds Nurem. We go for a change. Ryan McGovern in, just out of the reach of Chase. Nelligan, Mason Nelligan in the corner. Mason walking out. He's got room. Looks across. Tristan wasn't able to fire that. Shot in, tip save. Nelligan with the tip. Just to see how it feels. Yeah.
Nice look, though. Was it Mason?
Yeah. Nelligan, Resnick, and Gannon now out there. Shaheen and McGovern will man the blue line. PHC able to clear. They enter into the zone. They got to step on Shaheen. Able to get a stick on it. It's in his feet. He looks for it. He now finds it. CBA Colt looking. Puck now comes out. That goes all the way down on net. Carey has to play that himself, but he leaves it for his teammates. Able to clear up across the blue. Blocked. Resnick there. Resnick has it. Looks, makes a move. He spins, goes onto the outside. Loses control, and PHC able to gain that. Ciesla and Shaheen out there. Shot in, wide of Lloyd. Comes to his left. And a puck goes behind. Now it's behind the goal line. Ciesla works on his man. Gannon able to push that up to the blue. It's not clear. High up off the glass. And cleared by Ciesla. Chipped by Gannon. Gannon trying to get by the PHC defender, Lombardi. Not successful. Fairchild and Weisgerber now out. Sent back in, offsides. We touch up. A couple line changes. Here comes Declan Ernst. He lays a crunching hit along the wall there. Using his big frame. Another CBA Colt for next season. Sent around. Up and out. Weisgerber is going to go. He's going to go for a rough. That was a pretty weak call. Yeah, it was a rough call. Rough call. I agree, Libby. That was a rough call. Five on four for the next minute 30. 18:04 remaining in the first half. No score. Fairchild and Ernst as your forwards. Needham and McGovern will be your D. PHC looking to set it up. They now walk across the blue. Send it in. Now they go behind the net looking for an option. Not sure who this player is. He's got Woodbridge gear on. 51, I think that was Pell. Shot, that one hit Lloyd. Lloyd able to get that rebound out. Makes that save. Looking for the ref to maybe give him a second off his helmet as things may be buzzing inside there. He does look to be okay. Puck comes out to the point. They're walking across the opposite way. Shot in, save on Lloyd. Able to push that aside. McGovern, nice job there by Ryan to send that high enough over everyone. Carey has to come out as Ernst was challenging. Nice job there by Tucker Fairchild, but here comes PHC the other way. PHC works in, looks, leaves, misplayed. Ernst, nice job by Declan to chip that up. Fairchild goes for a change. Ernst continues his pursuit and now sends it deep, sends a hit, no call. 9 seconds remaining on the Weisgerber penalty as they work on Shaheen. Shot saved by Lloyd as they come out. Power play is coming to an end. Hits Weisgerber actually in his feet as he chips that across to Shaheen. Our captain from last season decides he's going to try to get it deep, and he gets it about halfway. Intercepted. Here scores. Oh, wait, scores a rebound. Not able to elevate it over the pad. Sent in by Sion. Not able to get it very deep. Here's John Ciesla as he stands his man up. PHC offside. They have to wait. They do find and get back out. Shaheen throws a little bit of a check there as they now walk in. Nice play there by the PHC forward. Not able to get that shot off as we've hit the 15-50 mark of the first no score. Scorzo and Shaheen continue to battle. Puck comes to Ciesla. Johnny able to clear, was looking for Sion to headman it up, not able to. Puck comes to Ciesla. Bridgewater Panther sends that across to Shaheen. Shaheen up to Myers. Myers sends it deep, and that's where PHC says, we're going to try and come out all the way down. They do. Saved by Lloyd. Nice save there by Tyler. $15-11 now remaining in the first. Boys come over and give Ty some pats. Face off comes to Nelligan. Got a man standing out in front. Let's kind of find him up there. That comes to Resnick. Resnick looks and hits Gannon. It's in Gannon's feet. He can't find it. Turned over. PHC up and out. Poke check there by Resnick. Now he comes around. He goes around Brenner. In. Nice couple moves there. Shot, save, rebound. Another save by Lloyd. Puck comes out to the point. Kept in by Lombardi. Lombardi shot. I don't think that made it in on Lloyd. I think it was blocked by Brenner. PHC working here. Nelligan, Brenner, and here comes Gannon. Gannon, Resnick out of the zone. Nurem looks to come through. Here's Resnick. Nice step through. Tristan in. Shot, save. Nice inside-out move there by Tristan. Getting a shot off. Forcing 14-20 remaining in the first half. Face-off sit there, shot, save, rebound. Still a rebound, and it's still sitting there, and the boys not able to get to it. But they take exception to some shenanigans. I think that was Declan. Tongues out. Goes the opposite of everyone. Love it. Old school hockey. Tongues out. Venieri in on the draw. Joined by Fairchild and Ernst as your forwards. Comes out to Shaheen. Shaheen up to Ernst. Ernst has it pop off his stick, and here comes PHC the opposite way. They send it behind Lloyd, behind the goal line. Comes out. Shaheen looks to chip up and out. Not able to do so. Kept in by PHC, but he sends it back out. Fairchild will chase. Thank you, Corinne.
Oh, come on! Stop, left.
Looking for, off the post. They were looking for a two-hand slash there on Ernst. No call, though. Buck sitting here. Here comes Fairchild. Fairchild at the end of a long shift. His shot is blocker to side. Comes over to Ernst. Declan looks tipped in on net by Vanieri. Fairchild tries to tie his man up. Not able to really do much. That's going to be sent the length of the ice, and we're going to get an icing call. Oh. 12 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first half. Still no score. Braden scores, though. Number 88 and his line come on out.
On the inside
Myers and Sion.
Okay,
It's been consistent that way pretty much all tournament, this line.
49, 48.
Sent up. There's Brenner. Brenner goes up off the glass, comes through. PHC able to gain it. Tipped by Myers, but does come out of the zone. PHC looking to send that across. Was played behind Lloyd, back out to their point. Now it is played behind Lloyd, but that's where Ciesla is. Ciesla, Brenner. He takes a bump. That's going to hop out in a slot. Comes back out to the point. Lloyd watches that go wide. Brenner behind the net. Boy's not able to clear. Brenner throws the body. Scorzo looking to clear. Now he's not. He's knocked to the ground. And we're going to get a power play. Interference is going to be the call. So Red Bank will go on their first power play of the game. Face-off will be to the right of Carey. Nelligan, Gannon, Resnick as the forwards. Nurham and McGovern on D. Lloyd going to leave it behind the net for Gabe. Gabe looks, finds Gannon. Gannon across, finds McGovern. Ryan, head up, looks to get that puck deep. He does. Nurem back. Resnick along the wall has it in the paraphernalia. He's got to try to find it, and he does. Now let's slow it down. Tristan looking for options. He finds Gannon. Gannon behind the net, looking. Nurem down low, kept in by McGovern. Nurem looking. Here's Resnick. Shot blocked. Good look there by Nurem as he had Resnick in the slot. Kept in by Ryan. Ryan sends it to Resnick. Resnick, Gannon. Gannon looking for Nurem in the slot, not able to get it to him. Comes back to McGovern. McGovern cross to Resnick. Resnick shot through a screen, tipped, went wide, and that's going to slide out of the zone. Gannon in support. 20 seconds remaining on the Red Bank power play. Up and up. Here's Gabe Nurem. Gabe finding McGovern. McGovern, couple moves by the big man. He sends it in. Here's Nelligan. Nelligan shot, and that's going to save. Lloyd signaling to the boys that the power play is coming to an end as we do force the face-off with 3 seconds left. .10:41 remaining. Power play over. Each team 0 for 1. Obviously, as we have no score yet. Up, tipped, nope. That's going to be an icing.
finally a power play that was anyone but 37.
Anyone, I put it in. I put it out there. We're gonna have to coin that phrase. We're gonna have to trademark that. Anybody but 37. Could be worth money someday. Comes across. Vanieri tries to get in, not able to. Here's John Ciesla. Fires that up. Fairchild not able to get that very deep at all. Comes back to him. Vanieri, Weisgerber. Lloyd's going to hold on there. 9:55 now. 8 saves for Lloyd. Scorzo in on the draw, able to win that to Shaheen. Shaheen wraps it around, hits Myers. Myers loses the handle of it. And elbow being called on John Ciesla. So power play opportunity here for PHC late here in the first half. That might be Johnny Hockey's first penalty ever. Very gentlemanly player. So Red Bank will have to kill. Blocker save by Lloyd. Nice blocker save by Lloyd as he was able to punch that out pretty far. Blocked by Myers, sent all the way down by Nurum. Myers gives chase, no pun intended. But here comes Gavin Lombardi. Lombardi with speed tries to go through Nurum, not able to. Kept in, though, by PHC. They now send it behind Lloyd, behind the goal line, as they work on Nurum behind the net. Puck behind. Lloyd in a complete split across going post to post, showing his flexibility. Keeping that in was Lombardi, sent back around, and they'll try to work it from behind the goal line again. Out here, number 51 from PHC, sends it to Lombardi. Lombardi in, shot, that goes off the crossbar. Lloyd went down a little early there. That one up and over. 29 seconds remaining on the PHC power play. Shot all the way the length of the ice, actually on net. Carey has to play it. PHC with speed as they will come out. PHC player with speed as he enters in. Comes around Sion, around Shaheen, sets up behind the net, looking for an option. 4 seconds, 2 and 1. Red Bank kills the power play again, so 0 for 2 is PHC. 8 minutes, 10 seconds, got a man out in front. Nobody covering there. Shaheen does a nice job with a poke, sends that up. Here's Ernst. Ernst sends it up. Here's Sion. Lucas Sion in. Will he be able to get that shot off? I don't think he's going to. He doesn't. Woo! Sion almost sends his man into the bench. Crunching hit there, and they're calling a penalty on him. Wow. Thought that was a Callahan arguing with the referee, but to no avail. I don't know. It was a clean hit to me. He's finishing his check. All right, so a minute 30. Again, will be shorthanded. So hopefully Red Bank can kill again. PHC looking to set things up. Gannon and Nelligan, your forwards. Nurham and Brenner on D. PHC looking to get that in front. Brenner working. Not able to get much on that. PHC maintains control. Shot, and that one's gobbled up by Lloyd. His 10th. 54 seconds now remaining on the power play. Weisgerber and Fairchild out there now. That goes up into the netting, and we stop the clock. Shaheen and Ciesla on D. 6 minutes, 56 seconds left before we go to commercial break. Nice face-off win by PHC, getting that back clean to the point. They'll now look to set things up. Have a backdoor guy in their shot blocker, saved by Lloyd. Kept down behind the net. PHC maintains control. Shot blocked by Ciesla. Not able to be cleared by Fairchild. Oof. Weisgerber would have been gone. He got a little bit more on that. Blocked. Not able to be cleared. PHC still controls. 10 seconds remaining. Tipped. That went just wide, and that one goes in. Power play goal. PHC up 1-0. All right, so power play goal for PHC. Now, I believe they're 1 for 3 at this point. 6:08 remaining left here in the first half. Lloyd now with 11 saves. McGovern behind the net. Sends it up and out. That comes over to Ernst. Ernst has got some speed. Can he get there? Looks to get through. He finds it. There's Nelligan in. Shot, save, rebound, still loose. Not able to find it was Ernst. Near him, finds it, sends it down low to McGovern. I'm sorry, Nelligan. Nelligan, back across. Declan, back out to Nearham. Nearham, shot, tipped by Nelligan. That goes up into the netting. And we're going to get a stoppage. .537 left now. Face off in Nelligan's feet. Ernst in there in support with Venieri. Not able to find of it. So here comes PHC the opposite way. Nurim does a nice job of standing his man up. Puck now behind Lloyd. They have a man sitting out in front, able to get to it. We're not able to clear, though.
Come on.
Nelligan able to get a piece of it and send it up and out. Here's Venieri. Venieri looks to send it deep. Not much on it. So that's going to come around. Nearham jumps down from his defensive point, keeping the puck in the zone. He's battling 1-on-3. Ernst and Nelligan now come in support. Find out who comes away with the puck. And it's Nearham. Nearham now sending that, wraps it around, blocked by PHC, and they're able to clear. We're offside, so we got to hold the line. We do. Nearham, stand up. Here comes PHC in. Shot, saved by Lloyd, kicked out to the corner, or stick to side, actually. And that comes around. Nearham takes a bump behind. They got a man out in front. Nobody able to get that pass across, thankfully. And they now work it back up to their point. Shot in on Lloyd. He's going to gobble that up. Rebound sitting there, and he's able to find it. Makes 2 saves on that, as he's then bumped into by number 48. Four minutes, 14 seconds left here in the first half. Lloyd, 14 saves, 15 shots, score 1-0. In favor of the home team, Philadelphia Hockey Club. Offside, so PHC will have to touch up. They do. Sent up, and they hit Myers. Here comes Sion. Sion with speed. Gets it over to Myers. In, shot! Saved by Carey. Kicked off to the corner. Up and out, and that's turned around. Here comes PHC the opposite way, though. They pull up on, send it in. Shot went just wide. Scores, though. Sends that around. Sion crunches his man into the wall, and here's Johnny Hockey. Johnny looks to get it up to Myers. Myers able to get it out. Chase Myers with speed, now enters, holds the line. His shot, and that's going to be a glove save by Ryan Carey. Anything pretty much from far away, I believe both of these goaltenders should find if it's clear. Ryan Carey, a big boy, good goaltender, able to see that clearly, glove that one down. And he stops the clock with 3:20 remaining here in the first half with the score 1-0 PHC if you're just joining us. Resnick, Gannon, and Nelligan up there. McGovern, and that's going to pop up into the Lumberjack bench, forcing the face-off outside the zone. Or inside the zone, as McGovern was the last one to touch that. Face-off won by PHC. They now work it down low, send it behind the goal line. Here's McGovern. McGovern with a chip. Chopped that by Gannon. It actually reverses back to Shaheen. Shaheen up and out. Cleared the zone, so offsides are PHC. But they continue to work. Nicely done by McGovern. Not able to be cleared, though. Resnick in support, and now we come out 3-on-3 the other way. Here's Donovan Gannon. He's pushed down to the ground. No penalty called. PHC out the opposite way. Intercepted. Not deep. Now it comes to Gannon. Here's Gannon. He's got Resnick with him. 2-on-1. Shot. Rebound sitting there. Trizzy not able to put that one in. Kept in. Brenner looking for Resnick. Not able to find him. Nice move there by PHC. Shot, and that's a big save there by Lloyd. He looked behind him, but he's able to gain control. 1 minute and 58 seconds now remain in the first half. Weiskerber takes the face-off. Vanieri and Fairchild join him as your trio of forwards. Niram and Brenner out there. Niram sends it back to Brenner. Brenner up to Luca. Luca finds Tucker. Tucker has 1 goal on the tournament. Shot in, hits Carey right in the logo, and he's able to hold. 1:38 remaining now. Again, tournament hockey wins are crucial, just like any game, right? You came here to win, not lose. But in tournament hockey especially, because they carry points associated with that. So Red Bank right now 1-1, carrying 3 points plus 3. PHC right now 2-0, so they're got 6 points, and they're a pretty heavy plus as well. Brenner not able to get rid of that. Puck sent out, comes to Fairchild. Here's Fairchild. Go, Luca! Yeah, Luca streaking. Luca should have been streaking, actually. Here's Pfeiffer. His shot is a save by Lloyd. Another rebound there. That one comes all the way out. That's going to go down for an icing. Lloyd busy, 18 shots again, 16 saves. 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. See Darren to the left of me stretching, getting ready for his second period interview. Gonna warm up the voice, not the legs. I don't need the legs warmed up here. That one's kept in. That one's blockered aside by Lloyd. Scorzo doesn't get much wood on that. Not able to be cleared. Kept in by PHC. Now they're going to work from behind the net. Looks to send that out in front. And that's where Shaheen finds Ernst. Ernst able to clear. get that up and out. PHC in 2-on-1, 15 seconds. That puck bounces up in the air. Rebound sitting there, and that goes past Shaheen. Shaheen has his stick lifted, kept in by PHC. PHC, nice movement there. Rebound. Thank God that came out. Here comes Ernst. He's got 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and that one just rolls in on Carey. So at the end of the first half, it is PHC 1, Red Bank nothing. Boys need to generate a little bit more offensive prowess here. Lloyd busy with 19 shots against, 18 saves. Majority of the time was spent down in the Red Bank end of territory, I would say. We will get an ice cut now.
First half, there was more easy. First half of the first half.
First half of the first half, maybe the first 8 minutes was tilted in Red Banks, but the rest of the period was spent down in our end. A couple costly penalties, back to back, tiring some people out.
Penalties that tell you everything.
Coach Van Riemsdyk looking for a bit of an explanation on what that penalty may have been to Sion. We thought, everybody up here thought that was a pretty weak call.
But the one with Siesla was...
Yeah, Siesla was pretty weak. Johnny doesn't take many penalties, if any at all.
Even the opposing team's dad didn't think he was...
Yeah. So again, Coach Van Riemsdyk spending a lot of time out there flexing that last name a little bit. You know what my brother is? He's funny. You know what my brothers are? You know what my brothers are? Still waiting to see what James does. I believe he's a free agent right now. NHL draft last night. A lot of movement. A lot of trades. Pretty exciting for the National Hockey League. Good crowd here. Good support. Again, only one game today, so 1:30 was the start. We have an ass crack of dawn ride tomorrow. 8:30 is our game time against Between the Buckets Pink. And then we kind of wait and see what happens, right? If you finish in the top 4, we play at least one more game. But we really have to wait and see how things play out. Right now, Red Bank trailing 1-0. All right, I'm going to take a breather for a second. So I'm just going to mute this. We'll be back in a few minutes for the second half. All right. Zamboni is almost done with the ice cut as we get set for the second half. Game 3, day 3, really day 2 for us of the Dunlop's Cup here at Hollydale Ice Arena, the home of John Gaudreau, the late John Gaudreau, where he grew up and played his hockey, youth hockey, before his life was tragically taken away. Him and his brother Matthew. Really, really nice facility here. 2 rinks, 2 NHL-style rinks here. 1 Hollydale North up the road. You also have a roller rink in there. Have a smaller rink just behind us. So a lot going on here. Awesome bar and restaurant upstairs, actually called Dunlop's, hence the tournament name. But really nice facility here. Again, still does not match Red Bank. I mean, Red Bank is just absolutely gorgeous, but one of the nicer facilities around. Just an absolute pain in the ass to get to. Took us an hour and 45 minutes to get here. Not normally that kind of traffic normally on a Saturday morning, but for whatever reason, we just got stuck behind a bunch of slowpokes, I'll call it. Referees are making their way to the ice. Zamboni has left. 22 minutes has been placed on the clock as we await the teams to come out from their respective locker rooms. Teams will switch sides, so Red Bank will now skate right to left on your screen, still wearing their black away jerseys. Tyler Lloyd heads over to the door. Looking at me for approval. I can't say much more about his gameplay recently. He's been on par, playing well. He'll make his way down to his net. We'll watch him do the goalie dance. Marking up his territory like a dog pisses on the ground. Red Bank, again, as Mr. Resnick said earlier, we kind of had the ice tilted in our favor very early in that first half, but second half dominated by PHC. Could be because we did spend some penalty time in the box, which did lead to the power play goal, unfortunately, which is the only goal up on the board. Again, if you are going to lose in a tournament, if you keep it respectful, right, meaning your goals against average, that's a plus. So right now, Red Bank is 3 points plus 2. You don't want to get that down much lower. Again, top 4 teams will get a second game for Sunday, 4-game guaranteed tournament. But the goal is obviously to have a lot more games on the last day than just one. Team gathered at the bench. We'll see what Coach Van Riemsdyk's doing for a starting lineup. Again, nice to be joined by Coach Callahan, the head coach and general manager of the NCDC and USHL premier teams at Red Bank. Got to work on Yves Heroux getting those wonderful jerseys that the junior teams carry, but we're not there yet. Vicky, always a pleasure to see you on. There's one of my favorite people right there, Jeffrey Ernst. Listens to all my games, even though he's still here. Mr. Resnick to my left, he doesn't have to watch because he's just listening to me live.
You can log in if you want to.
It takes a village, people, to bring this to you live.
Subscribe to my YouTube, right?
Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube. Right, if we get 50 viewers, I might be able to stream on there. We'll see how that looks. Sent around by Brenner over to Nurim. That Lloyd's going to hold on to that. He doesn't like what's going on. He's going to gobble that up. Sloppy play behind here. Resnick, Nelligan, and Gannon as your forward trio. Face off won by PHC. Kept in. Resnick throws a hit on Hunt. Kept in. Comes back up. Tristan able to get a stick on it. He's able to clear. Gets it to Gannon. Gannon chips it into the zone. Quickly turned back out the other way. Kept in momentarily by Nelligan. But now here comes PHC the opposite way. Nurim by himself. He sends it around. He takes a bump. Sent around by Nelligan. Tripped up. Comes to Resnick. Resnick drops all the way down. Flips it up to Gannon. Pops over Gannon's stick. Sent up and out. Delayed off sides. But that comes around. Here's Brenner. Sidestepping Brenner was the PHC player, but intercepted by Nelligan. Turned over.
It's a terrible shift.
Yeah, boys need to tighten this up a bit here. Here comes Resnick. Resnick chips that up, was looking for Gannon, not able to get in, and he throws a hit. Turnover, here we go, 2-on-1 the other way. Shot blocker saved by Lloyd. Boys like that. Tyler gave up a lot on the blocker side there. Here comes Resnick. Resnick dumps one in, but Carey's going to eat that up all day. Yeah. Who's that, Pell?
51.
He's got all Woodbridge gear. I thought that was Cam Pell. Is that, it is, right? Yeah. Cameron Pell, slow to get to the bench for PHC. Myers in on the draw. A little bit of a change here for Van Riemsdyk, as Scorzo has been skating with this line, but we put Ernst out in center. Some of the big boys up there. Sion, Myers, and Ernst. Also love all three of them, but those are our big penalty boys. What do you got? A keg in there? You're struggling.
Probably has a spark machine in there.
Myers will come in and take this draw. Wins that back over Shaheen's stick. Sends it over to Ryan McGovern. McGovern, patient, spins, turns, looks to get it up and out. He does. It comes to Declan, just out of his reach, but he'll force PHC back in their zone. Nice move there by Pfeiffer as he goes behind the net, looking to clear. They do. Comes across over to number 97. He dumps it deep, goes behind Lloyd. Lloyd goes post to post, comes back around following that puck. Puck down low, kept in. Here's PHC as they continue to move. Puck battled behind the net. Shaheen looking for it, not able to get to it. Pfeiffer shot. That one went just wide. Lloyd to let it go through. Ernst not able to be cleared. Puck in his feet. Finally able to. PHC's offsides. They'll bring it back to their, at least close to their blue line. Nice job there by Declan. Blocked by PHC. Shaheen looking, finds McGovern. McGovern chips that just out of the reach of Sion. Here comes PHC the opposite way. They got a 2-on-1 again. Nice job by Myers to tie his man up. Puck's now behind Lloyd. Myers was looking for it, couldn't find it. That comes to Declan. Ernst, not able to clear. Puck battle along the wall. Nope. He didn't jump yet. McGovern not able to get rid of it. Turnover, shot, rebound. Lloyd holds on, and the boys come in, and they're going to give him some cross checks as he gave Lloyd an extra shot after the whistle.
Sloppy start.
Yeah, not a good first 4 minutes here for Red Bank. Not much play anywhere but our zone. Weisgerber, Fairchild, and Vanieri out there. Shot saved by Lloyd, and he's going to hold on to that as well. Weisgerber will take the draw. Wild man Jack. Nice move there. Shot save. Lloyd looking for it. It's behind him. Able to make that first save. Lloyd slow to get up. Trying to see what's going on with him. Weisgerber looking to push that deep. That's sloppy play here. Lloyd has to stick that aside.
You might need a timeout here.
Yeah, we're running around.
You gotta be corralled.
Sent up and out. Vanieri trying to get it deep, not able to. That comes to Brenner. Brenner not able to clear, kept in by Pell. Pell walks in, shot, saved by Lloyd. Rebound there again. He's got 2 in a row. Siesta looking for a cross-check call. He didn't get it. Sent across. Thankfully, no, Pell wasn't able to get much wood on that as they continue to work here on Red Bank. Pass across. Out of the reach. Siesta takes his man down low. Pass out in front. Just went wide. Shot saved by Lloyd, and he's going to gobble that up and hold. Brenner in there to assist. 16 minutes, 57 seconds left in the second half. It's only 1-0. $25 saves for Lloyd. He's been busy. Ref gets
catch a break.
Yeah, we're not catching any breaks here. McGovern takes his man in. Shot, that goes wide. Gannon gets over there, but not able to clear it. That's kept in, wrapped around. McGovern's going to be the first one to it. Ryan looks up, sends it the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for an icing. Keep the camera down here. Much better viewing, looks like. 18 viewers on here. However, again, if you are not interested in listening to me yap, you can find this game on Live Barn. We are at Hollydale Ice Arena, CDM rink, if you just want to follow it along there. Kept in by PHC. It looks like they're working a power play here. That's the way this period's gone so far. We're running around in our zone quite a bit here. Shot, that goes way over the net. Kept in, though, by PHC. Resnick takes his man in. And here we go. Nelligan with speed. He's crunched into the wall. Gannon looks across. Near him in. Not able to get the shot off. Penalty upcoming, though. Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are out of your mind. All right, and this is where shit starts getting interesting when refs miss calls like that. Power play for Red Bank. Wow. Scorzo. You got Scorzo, Myers, Shaheen, Ciesla, and Ernst out there. Ernst's going to try to get in that bumper spot. I saw what Coach Van Reem's like trying to do here. He's trying to get Shaheen out down low. That's going to be sent around. Ciesla's got to hurry to keep it in, and he does. Now they send it back in. That's Scorzo. Scorzo in, shot off the outside of the net. There's Ciesla behind. Scorzo looks for Myers and hits Shaheen. Shaheen to Myers. Myers gets it down low. Shaheen over to Scorzo. Scorzo behind the net. Banks it up to Ciesla. Ciesla back to Scorzo, trying to slow it down. He does. He finds Myers. Looks across to Shaheen, and that's what they're trying to do, is find Shaheen on that opposite end there for that one-timer. Not able to get there. Pfeiffer keeps it in, sends it around. There's Declan. Declan takes a crunch.
Oh, my God.
Puck comes across. 27 seconds left. Shaheen in. Sends it down to Scorzo. Scorzo looks out in front. Looking for an option. Finds it. Myers. Not able to bury it. 10 seconds left now on the power play. Shaheen. Shot blocked. Behind the net now. Lloyd signaling to the team. Power play is over. Lloyd sending that stretch. Comes across. Here's Ernst. Ernst leaves it. Here's Vinieri. Vinieri with some moves. Now lays a shot in looking for Myers. Myers now down low. 14 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second. Red Bank 0 for 2. That's going to go down for an icing. I'll keep the camera here. Weisgerber will take the draw. Sent around. Awkward bounce. Ooh, nice shot there by Fairchild. Hit Carey right in the helmet. I don't think Carey was realizing that shot was coming in. Wow, and we're getting called here. Brenner's going to go for a trip.
Trip or something.
Soft. So it's going to lead to another PHC power play. They're 1 for 3 on the day. 13:49 left in the game. Red Bank down 1-0 to Philadelphia Hockey Club. Vinieri and Fairchild, your forwards. Shot blocked by Luca. Able to clear. He's muscled out. Puck now comes out the opposite way. PHC will reset and look to re-enter. Here comes Luca. Not able to get it very deep, but McGovern does. He sends it the length of the ice. Carey comes out of his crease to play it. He'll leave that behind the net. And PHC will have to come the full 200 feet the opposite way. They do. Looking to gain zone. They do. But they turn it right over to Fairchild. Fairchild goes the opposite way. He sends it out, clears the zone, kills some time. 45 seconds now remain in the penalty to Brenner. Lombardi into the zone. He pulls up, comes across, finds the other D-man. He loses the handle on it. Nearham goes wide and around him. We now get the box back in place. Fairchild forcing Lombardi out, but he's able to stay in. Lloyd's going to gobble that one up as he sees that clearly. His 26th save of the game. 18 seconds left on the power play. Sion and Weisgerber will be the forwards. Shaheen and Ciesla on D. Slot! Not that anybody will hear me scream from here telling them what to do. Pfeiffer shot block. Here comes Sion. Sion one-on-one. Let's see what Lucas could do. He tries to go between them. That play is not going to work. Power play over, so PHC 1 for 4 on the day, but that one is the difference in the game. Here's Weisgerber. Jack Weisgerber slashed as he enters into the zone. Sends it around for Gannon. Gannon there. Gannon and Sion and Weisgerber all converge. Sion throws his man. PHC looks for a penalty, and they're getting it. You're fucking soft, dude. I know. It's unbelievable. That's a soft call. Sion going to the box. So we're going to have to kill it again. Soft call. So Red Bank's going to have to kill again in a period where shot saved by Lloyd. That goes around. He's got to get back up to his feet, and he does. Pfeiffer holds and controls along the blue as he walks. Looking, works on Gannon. Gannon, shot and a save by Lloyd. He's got to get back up again, as he does. Comes back out to Busher. Busher walks the blue, circling. Shot, that goes wide. 1 minute remaining on the power play. Gannon and Weisgerber. Shot, another save by Lloyd. That puck tries to be cleared. It's not out. Kept in by PHC as they continue to work down low. Busher across, comes back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer walks, looks, shot, save, rebound, and that one's going to go in.
It was seventh attempt there, whatever it was.
30 saves by Lloyd so far, but unfortunately 2 are in the back of the net, and they're both on power plays. 2-0. Scorzo will take the draw. Red Bank now has to claw their way back. They were able to do it yesterday against Pat's Hockey until things got out of control at the end of the game. But we only have 10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here. Shot. That one by McGovern is gloved by Carey. Right now, Red Bank only carrying a +1 designation heading into tomorrow. Really don't want to come in 1 and 2, but still have 10 minutes remaining. Scorzo, not able to get there. Puck comes out. Here's McGovern. McGovern plays it off into the corner. Declan will chase it. He crunches his man into the wall. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be kidding me!
What the fuck are you calling?
Holy crap! Are you kidding? I get it's their home rink, but Jesus Christ! We get it, it's the home field advantage, I get it!
You are fucking terrible.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable. We get it. It's called the Dunlop's Cup for a reason. Red Bank shorthanded. Again, an absolute travesty of a call there on Declan. So PHC going to work another power play. Already converged on 2 of them. Comes up to Myers. Here's Myers as he walks in shorthanded. Near him in support. Near him, gets across. Looks out in front, nobody home.
Skate.
Scorzo looks to control and slow things down. He's going to send it the length of the ice. Again, no icing because we're shorthanded. 20 seconds remaining. Oh, let me guess that's a penalty too, right? Go! Here's Resnick. Resnick shorthanded, one-on-one the other way. Resnick in, shot, blocked. Scorzo going to be the first one to it. Red Bank able to kill it. But again, tired group out there. Again, 5-on-4 will do that to you. We've been shorthanded quite a bit. Shot blocked. Brenner able to keep, sends it around. There's Gannon. Gannon, the first one there. He's looking for Resnick, not able to get it to him. Here comes PHC the other way. They try to work on Ciesla. Shot went wide. Gannon, he pulled. Oh, where's the penalty there? Asshole. Center. PHC coming out. Nice play there by Ciesla. Ciesla finds Resnick. Resnick sidesteps, looking. Not able to get control of it. It's now sent around. PHC gains it. They clear, sent in, tipped onto Lloyd, and that's an icing. Yeah. 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the second half. Red Bank down 2-0 to this PHC squad who is getting the calls sent their way. This is their home rink. Weisgerber wins that forward shot off the outside of the net. That now comes around. McGovern jumps down. Not able to control. Sent across. PHC into the zone. PHC looks to get a shot on. They don't. Sent back around. Fairchild and Weisgerber continue to battle along the wall here. Kept in by PHC, comes to Fairchild. Fairchild finally able to clear. Pfeiffer across. Intercepted by Weisgerber. Not able to keep it in the zone as he now sends it to Shaheen. Shaheen finds McGovern. McGovern in. Here's Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer works in on Shaheen, doesn't get a shot in, but the puck's kept in and sent around. McGovern, he now battles. McGovern looks to clear, high up off the glass, glove down and sent back around. PHC goes for a change. Here's Fairchild. Fairchild slammed into the wall, comes over to Weisgerber. Weisgerber kicks it deep, but PHC able to gain control, and they look to clear, and they do. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the game. Red Bank down 2-0. Too many! Nuram looks to get a shot off. He fans on it. Finds Myers. Rebound sitting there, and there's Fairchild. .6:02 left in the game. Face-off was won by PHC as they look to clear. They do. They send that the length of the ice, and that's an icing. 53 left. Try to reel myself back in from some of these BS calls. So if you're new to the broadcast, this is what typically happens. I'm pretty calm, cool, and collected for most of the game, and then we get some BS, and then I become another hockey parent.
Family friendly at times.
Not family friendly. Shot and a save by Lloyd. Lloyd, 31 saves. He's been busy.
This way, right?
See a former teammate downstairs there, Diego Thummel. He actually played for both of these teams.
That is Diego, no?
Yeah, it's Diego, yeah. You can't miss him. Ciesla sidesteps the hit. Here's Nelligan, able to get across to Resnick. Resnick in. Resnick sends it deep. Comes around. Here's Nelligan. Nelligan, Ernst, and Resnick. Oof.
You gotta hit him!
Lloyd's going to eat that up, and Ciesla is not going to let him come in on Lloyd. That's not going to happen. Ciesla is not going to allow somebody come in on Lloyd. We'll see what the penalties are.
Done.
Wait to see what the calls are. Ciesla will go to the box. He will defend Lloyd to no end. We know that. PHC has two players in the box. Ciesla in there for Red Bank. We'll see what happens as cooler heads need to prevail here as we've hit the 4-minute, 50-second mark. Red Bank's still trailing by 2. So all the yapping and cheering doesn't matter when you're on the opposite side of the scoreboard. We will await to see what the penalties calls are. Coach from PAC having a conversation with the referees. Red Bank will have a power play out of this, and we'll see what Coach Van Riemsdyk does here. Red Bank needs to get one right now. We need to capitalize right here as we go with Scorzo, Myers, and Sion, Niram, and Shaheen out on the point. So Coach Van Riemsdyk putting some of the big guns out there for this team. Sion moving to the point before that heavy shot of his as we go on the power play for 1:30. Face off won by PHC as they're now able to clear. Shaheen comes back. He's got to hurry. He's got 2 men on him. Good pressure there by the PHC forward. Like that effort. Near him. Finds Sion. Here goes Lucas. Lucas looks to get it to Scorzo. Scorzo looks to wrap it around. He can't. And that's going to be cleared. Fuck. Come on, boys. Shaheen has 1 man all over him. We got to get another man back, and that's where Gabe comes in to assist. Good forecheck here by PHC as they continue to move. Turnover. Here's a 2-on-1, shorthanded. Shot. Nice save there by Lloyd. He got the stick on that one. Bailed the boys out as I see Tyler shaking his head a little bit. Here's Gabe Nurum. Scorzo. Finds Myers. Looking for Sion. Shot, and that's going to go up into the netting, and that's going to force the stoppage here with 21 seconds. 3 minutes and 41 remaining in the second half. Red Bank down 2. Weisgerber in. Tucker Fairchild and Vinieri out there. Kept in by Weisgerber. Not good enough, though. Sent in and down. Lloyd watches that go behind. Brenner's got to hurry. PHC gets to it first. They're shorthanded. Here comes Ryan McGovern. 3-on-2 the other way. Power play is over. Teams back 5 aside. McGovern backhands it deep. It's going to come right back out to him. Ryan, nice move there. Come on, Ryan, shoot! Shoot! Starting to lose my voice a bit here. Puck comes up. Nice block there by Vinieri to keep it. See if they can keep the puck in deep. They can't. Brenner's got to hurry. He's got 1 man all over him. Sends it up and out, and that finds Weisgerber. Weisgerber leaves it. McGovern kicks it to himself. And here's Brenner. Rumson, Fairhaven, Bulldog. Sends that back in deep. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Up and out. Red Bank offsides. We get back on. We got a bit of a conundrum at the bench there. Leads to a 2-on-1. Nice block there by Shaheen. Kept in by PHC. Nurum working. Down low. Ernst throwing the body. Surprised there's no penalty call there. It's, again, what's body contact in hockey? Here's Nurum. Nurum up. Hits Ernst. Ernst in. Ernst.
3-on-2.
Ernst. Gannon. Gets it to Gannon. That's in his feet. Resnick has it go through his feet, and that comes out. Shaheen looks to keep it. He can't. Lloyd to the bench. Empty net. Not sure if I would play that here. But here comes Resnick in. Trizzy in. Shots. Score! Tristan Resnick. And it's 2-1. 1:34 remaining, and Red Bank is down 1. Extra man out. We'll see what Coach Van Riemsdyk does here on the face-off. Tristan Resnick able to deposit that one in the back of the net and pull Red Bank within 1. Still 1:34 remaining. See what Van Riemsdyk does with Lloyd. If Red Bank can get any pressure in their zone that's extended, and PHC is doing the smart thing. They're going to kill time, right? Sent in up off their bench. Actually, good thing that kid had a helmet on. That would have hit him right in the head. 1:17. Face-off's going to come to center ice. Resnick, Gannon, and Ernst are headed to the bench, going with Scorzo, Myers, and Sion for Coach Van Riemsdyk here. Myers, he got rid of it to himself. Sent down. Shaheen comes across. He finds Nearham. We'll keep an eye on Lloyd. He starts making his way to the hash marks. No icing. He now is at the bench. Kept in here, Sion. Sion, is he going to be able to get his shot off? Shoot it! Sent up and out. That's blocked. Under a minute.
Nobody's in.
Oof, big hit there.
Somebody got to stay in front of that, no?
Yeah. Here comes Myers. Myers looks to get it out. Here's Myers. Blocked there by Shaheen. Rebound, and it's 3-1. Uh, 25.6 remaining left in the game. Red Bank again down 2. Damn. Here's Weisgerber. Ten seconds left. And that one went in. Fuck. Ty needed that save, dude. That keeps us even right now. Fuck. And that's one. We'll talk about it in a second. That's going to do it. The final here is 4-1. Resnick, our only goal. Lloyd with 34 saves on net. Red Bank now with the tournament 1-2-0. 3 points even. So not sure if that's going to help us or not as we continue to move forward. We're getting a big game tomorrow with a win. Lloyd will lead the boys through.
Oh, okay.
Watch the handshake line. Things got some chippiness at the end.
I don't know.
All is well. So we'll see you tomorrow at the butt crack of dawn, 8:30 a.m. against Between the Buckets Pink. And that's it. Duster TV, we're out. 4-1 final. Red Bank on the losing end of this game.
Yeah, you'll be.